What about the online presence? Here, one thought that obviously comes to me is that they are tech savvy. They're likely on Instagram. They're likely on LinkedIn, and they're likely on, I don't know, half a dozen other platforms. But
Yes.
I guess one thing that often gets told or not told maybe is that are you consistent with your online presence, right? And therefore, if you go to a platform like a LinkedIn where it's a little more serious and focused, where some of the other platforms could be a little more social. So what have you seen, or what's the message there where perhaps you can say that, look, you've got to be careful of what and how you say and what you say, maybe, in some of the other platforms, or what would you say when it comes to online? Because that seems like could be one thing where there's a
Yeah.
disconnect.
See, online is here to stay. We have learned to do a lot of business on a screen. And secondly, I always tell people, put your name into Google and see what shows up. This is what the world is seeing and forming an opinion of. If you don't like it, you can improve your personal branding.
Yeah.
For example, if you're working for a large corporation and you have a colleague sitting in another part of the world and you have to jointly work on a project and you were just marked CC on an email and they have to get out to a call with you, how do they know who you are and what you look like? The first thing they're going to do is copy paste your name into Google and whatever shows up, they believe it. So, manage your online presence. Secondly, the world of social media has got very beautifully bifurcated. Sites like Instagram and Meta definitely fall into the personal domain.
Yeah.
So your personal contacts should be on those sites. LinkedIn definitely is a professional site. Maybe Twitter one can use for knowledge, information gathering, social listening, small talk. But I expect that every professional, regardless of their generation, should definitely understand one, punch your name into Google and see what shows up. This is your personal brand. Two, please make sure that you manage your online presence. So, if you don't want people to see the photographs of you on a holiday, then just make sure that your clients and bosses are not on those sites with you, right? So, make sure that you close your accounts, you understand the privacy settings so that you are controlling what people are watching. Yes, Gen Z is very good with tech. They literally were born with an iPhone in their hand and they can very quickly navigate through many, many things. But then, if you want to build a career, before you post something, before you allow somebody entry into your friend circle, or then create circles within circles so that, you're controlling what people are watching. So I always tell people that would you want your client or your super boss to see this photograph or this post? If not, then I have a suggestion. Please manage the circle. Secondly, when it comes to LinkedIn, mostly it's the first site that opens about you when you punch your name into Google. Now, this is the first site that people are going to click. So, do you have a professional photograph of this? How many contacts do you have? What are the posts that you're sharing? People are going to be absorbing all that. So, understand your personal brand, synchronize your online and your offline presence. And please control what people are watching so that you are in the driver's seat of what people around you are using to form an opinion of you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think what good advice. I mean, uh, we can very easily discount, how much damage maybe one of our personal, on a platform where we're sharing all our personal stories can quickly, form an opinion about us in the professional space, right? Now, what do you recommend here, Sheetal? Do you recommend that they then should talk to, I don't know. I mean, they themselves are tech savvy, but perhaps this is a blind spot, is what I would
Yeah.
gather sometimes, right? Should they talk to a mentor? Should they talk to someone else? How do we help them? Or, I mean, obviously, you've indicated the benefits of doing that. Or, what would be the best way? So, in other words, if some young person is coming into the system, we've recruited them, we've taken them on board, they're good, but maybe not aware of some of these things, and we can.
See, I would say a multi-pronged approach. First of all, please read the social media policy of your company. Every corporation has a social media policy. And very categorically, some of them say that religion and politics is not something that they want you discussing on social media, right? So if your client interfacing, or if you have clients which are global, so just understand, first of all, you don't want to be caught on the wrong foot. Secondly, my personal opinion is that create opaque walls between your personal life and professional. Yes, you want to have fun on a weekend or holiday. You have a right to lead your life the way you want, with whomever you want to, doing whatever you want. But the fact is that do you want your clients and your colleagues and your project leads sitting across the world seeing that? So that is a choice that you need to make. So just build awareness and just building that awareness itself and giving it some thought. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, but in this case, it's not.